Well, I'm back again today with Kayali's Deja Vu White Flower 57. So I sprayed this earlier on my skin, and the way I can describe this, I'm not going to put any notes into this, so I'm going to give my own perspective. So the way I describe this is very feminine. It reminds me of how some women would like to smell very floral, very just got such a lovely feminine aroma to it. That's how I would describe it. It says nectarine is one of the notes in there, but I don't really smell it. I smell more rosy, but when I say rose or like say flowery, not a powerful rose or flower. It's very light and subtle. It's got that beautiful neutral aroma which reminds you of feminism. Like it's that kind of. When I say feminism, I mean in the sense of female perfumery. It is lovely, a lovely scent. And I haven't tried enough for me to say how this performs on skins. I've heard it's great, projection wise, and it's very heavily complimented. So I guess you have to try it for yourself. But like I said before, it's a great brand, Kayali. There's a reason why they perform because they're very unique. The way they sell and the way they market it, very feminine for me. It's not something I can personally rock myself because I don't mind floral myself, but I'm more into rose heavy. So like rose oud combinations. That's more me. Like MFKs, satin oud, those kind of fragrances are more up my alley. But that's me personally. Like I said, it's my opinion. That's what I like. Such a lovely floral aroma to it. That's how I would describe it. It's it sets nice on the skin. The juice, as you can tell, that's how popular it is. It's already finished. So I had to make do with whatever's left. So yeah, definitely a great entry level for me as well. Great design. The way they put some effort into the packaging, which is something I need to speak more about. Actually, I'm going to quickly jump onto that topic right now. Actually, the packaging, it may not be a big deal to some people, but I'm telling you, when you see lack of attention to packaging, it means they don't really care. That's fine. They're just selling a product. But when they put that sophistication and that effort into packaging, you can tell they care. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember, right? You may not like care about the packaging, but to some people, it's a big deal. As I'm getting older myself, I'm truly learning to appreciate the packaging. The packaging is very, very unique for these kind of things. It's like this. You see the packaging. I'll just open it myself, close it. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. It's like wrapped like a baby, very super tight. So I like that kind of thing. So for me, yeah, they pay attention to packaging. And it smells great. Maybe don't expect like all day projection or sorry all day longevity with this, but something you can probably take. Very versatile. I don't know what season it's for. I would say more in the summer and spring, but I don't see why you couldn't rock this in the actual winter and autumn. The only problem with something like this is you have to remember, it depends on where you're from, like the humidity and the climate and the temperature. So bear that in mind when you're spraying it and just try it out. Like I always say, try before you buy it. Don't ever, please, don't ever use strip samples as the basis for you deciding to buy it as a consumer, right? Because you remember, right, you're just a target for who they've designed this for. So please be wise before you buy something. Don't just buy it just because, oh, I love it, everyone's got it. Careful. Once you get sucked into hype, it's a dangerous path. Just be careful, do research, but definitely a great buy. Can't recommend it anymore. To be honest, it's a great brand. For Stephanie, for someone getting into fragrances, especially the if you're a woman, definitely give this a try. And let me know how we get on with it. See you.